Welcome to the Arctic Fox Show, and today we're looking into the Sodder children disappearance. On Christmas Eve, 1945, in the small town of Fayetteville, West Virginia, the Sodder family's life would change forever. George and Jenny Sodder, along with their 9 children, were settling in for the night, unaware that their home would soon become the center of one of America's most haunting unsolved mysteries. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, a fire broke out in the Sodder home. The flames spread quickly, and in the chaos, George and Jenny, along with 4 of their children, managed to escape. But 5 of the Sodder children, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, were trapped inside. As the fire raged, George tried desperately to rescue them, but everything that could go wrong did. His ladder, which he always kept propped against the house, was missing. His trucks, which he planned to use to reach the windows, mysteriously wouldn't start, even though they had worked perfectly the day before. The fire department didn't arrive until morning, long after the house had been reduced to ashes. But when the flames finally died down, no trace of the 5 children was found. No bones, no remains, nothing. The fire had burned for less than an hour, not nearly long enough, experts said, to completely incinerate their bodies. This was just the beginning of a series of strange and disturbing events surrounding the case. Months before the fire, a stranger had visited the Sodder home, warning George that his house would go up in smoke because of his outspoken criticism of the Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. Around the same time, another man tried to sell George life insurance, becoming furious when George refused. The man reportedly told him that his house would be destroyed and his children taken. After the fire, witnesses came forward with eerie reports. A bus driver passing through town said he saw people throwing balls of fire onto the roof of the Sodder home. Later, Jenny Sodder found a small, hard object in the yard, possibly a type of incendiary device. The official investigation concluded that the children had died in the fire, but the Sodder family refused to believe it. How could 5 bodies be completely obliterated without a trace? Why did the fire start so suddenly, and why did it seem so deliberately set? George and Jenny Sodder spent the rest of their lives searching for answers, convinced that their children had been kidnapped and that the fire was a cover-up. Over the years, there were reported sightings of the children, but none were ever confirmed. A woman claimed she saw the children watching the fire from a car before it had even fully engulfed the house. Another woman, working at a tourist stop, claimed she served them breakfast the next morning. The Sodders put up a billboard along Route 16, offering a reward for any information that could lead to the whereabouts of their missing children. Despite their efforts, the mystery remains unsolved. What really happened to the Sodder children that Christmas Eve? Did they perish in the fire, or were they victims of a sinister plot? As the years passed, the remaining Sodder family members continued to seek answers, but none came. The billboard stood for decades, a silent reminder of a tragedy that has never been fully explained. To this day, the disappearance of the Sodder children is one of America's most chilling unsolved mysteries, a story filled with unanswered questions, eerie coincidences, and a family's relentless search for the truth. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more unsolved mysteries and true crime stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.